a deadly climb on Kangchenjunga's forbidden slopes. In 1929, a German climbing team reached their highest point on the northeast spur of Kangchenjunga. Seeing only vast slopes and the upper portion of the North Ridge between them and the summit. Believing their retreat was due to bad weather, they remained convinced the route was practical. In 1930, the International Himalayan Expedition confirmed that the northeast spur was likely the only reasonably safe way through the 2,000 to 3,000 meter high precipitous zone surrounding Kangchenjunga. In 1931, Paul Bauer, leader of the 1929 team, organized another attempt with 9 mountaineers, 5 veterans from 1929, Dr. Jürgen Alvine, Peter Aufschneider, Julius Brenner, Wilhelm Fendt, and Joachim Leupold, plus 4 younger climbers, Hans Hartmann, Hans Pircher, Hermann Schaller, and Dr. Karl Wien. All were from the Academic Alpine Club of Munich. The main party left Europe in late May, with 2 members following in mid-June. Thanks to careful planning, help from the Himalayan Club, and arrangements by Lieutenant Colonel Tobin and Mr. E. O. Scheber, preparations in India were minimal. By 28 June, the last porters left Kalimpong. On 6 July, Alvine and Hartmann joined the main group at Lachen. A base camp at Green Lake Plain, 4,270 meters high, was stocked with supplies. Of 200 porters, 30 were equipped for high camps, 20 for transport to base, and the rest dismissed. On 13th of July, Camp Tusk was set at 5,140 meters on the Zemu Glacier moraine, serving as the advanced base for the northeast spur. The climb began on 14th of July. The route to Camp Tusk was dangerous due to falling stones and avalanches. Camp 7, the Eyrie, at 5,560 meters, was reached on 19th July. On 22nd July, Alvine and Pircher reached about 6,000 meters on the spur. Bad weather and illness forced a 3-day retreat to Camp Tusk. Work resumed, and by 8th of August, the route to Camp 8 was open. On 9th of August, while Hartmann and Wien reached Camp 8's terrace, Porter-Pasang fell down a steep couloir, dragging Schaller to their deaths. The team buried them on a rock island in the upper Zemu Glacier. 15 days later, on 24th of August, Bauer, Hartmann, Pircher, and Wien returned to Camp 8 with 3 willing porters, Kami, Kitar, and Pemba, as others refused. Progress was slow, with unstable snow and dangerous ice towers. By 4 of September, they reached Camp 9, and on 10th September, Camp X at 7,200 meters. Bauer went to Camp 6 for supplies and returned on 12th of September with Alvine and Aufschneider. With 6 climbers and 3 porters, they pressed on. On 15th September, Camp de Feint was established at 7,650 meters in an ice cave. On 17th September, they climbed towards nearly 8,000 meters, but found the final slope dangerously unstable with deep powder snow over hard ice, threatening avalanches. They returned to Camp Tusk. On the 18th September, a reconnaissance confirmed the slope was impassable for the time being. Constant snowfall and the risk of heavy avalanches made further attempts unsafe. Prolonged waiting at that altitude was impossible, and the team decided to retreat. From 600 meters below and 100 meters horizontally from the summit, they began descending. By 22nd September, all members regrouped at the Eyrie, and 2 days later, at Camp 6, on 27 September, they placed a memorial plate at the grave of Schaller and Pasang, then left Kangchenjunga. The team split into smaller groups to return via different routes. Leopold and Aufschneider crossed the Podon La and other passes to Chungthang. Alvine and Pircher crossed the Simvu Saddle into the unvisited Pasanram Valley, taking 7 days to cover 15 kilometers through jungle and rejoin the main group at Mangan. Only Wien and Porter Pemba stayed longer near Green Lake Plain for survey work of the Zemu Glacier. By 19th October, all members had reassembled in Darjeeling.